Keep the cycle as three-phase system. Right. So why we are moving on to the three-phase system, and what are the advantages which are having when you compare it with respect to the single-phase system, and how we are represent this three-phase system, and what are the different connections available for three-phase system. Right, these are the different contents which are present under this three-phase system, balanced three-phase system topic. Okay. See, generally what we are having in the AC system is we can make it as a possible to connect either two or more circuits. That means the individual circuits to a common source. That source may be the polyphase source. Polyphase in the sense having the many number of phases, poly, right? It may be one or two or three. How many number of phases? It should be purely depending on the application. See, generally, what we are having with us, you can mention in your margin. What is a single phase system? This is your single phase system, right? A single sinusoidal waveform where it should be 0, and this is your 180 pi and 2 pi with respect to your time. Let us take this as some voltage parameter. Now, this single phase system is approaching the zero value how many times? At this instant it is reaching zero instant at starting, and at pi it is achieving zero, and at 2 pi again it reaches the zero, right? So for a complete one cycle, how many times it is attaining zero value?
2 times.
How many times?
Three, three.
First instant, second
Three
instant,
times.
third instant, right?
Three
Total is
times, yes.
3 times it is
Sir,
appearing.
your voice is breaking.
Not my voice. I think in middle somewhere another voice is mixed. Right. Now it should be audible, everyone.
Yeah.
Clear, right? Now check here. For a single phase system, the waveform is getting the interruption at 3 times for one complete cycle, right? So what does it mean by frequency? Nothing but the number of cycles per second, right? So per second, the number of cycles which are getting present, one full cycle per second. Let us take an example. So if that one cycle, it should be consisting 3 interruptions in that one cycle. That means what the outcome of that complete waveform, if it should be goes on to continue like this, there are more number of interruptions will be going to present, right? Manisha, you can unmute your mic once. Right. So like this, there are so many interruptions are going to present. So in order to overcome these interruptions, we are moving on to the more number of phases, right? In order to make these interruptions lesser value. Okay. So that's why we are moving on to the two-phase system, three-phase system, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12. Like that we are taking some probabilities. Out of all taken probabilities over earlier days, the scientists are come to one conclusion that even though we are increasing the number of sources in a polyphase system, the increase in the power availability is not more than greater, or simply we can say it's not significant beyond the three-phase system. Right? What does it meant by they are coming to one conclusion that if you are the power generated by the same machine will be increasing from 41%. They are cross-checked with the two-phase system, and the power generation should be increased by 41%. Now they are went for three-phase systems, three-phase system with that same source by increasing the number of phases. Now they are come to a conclusion that the power increment should be happen up to 50%. Okay, from single phase to three-phase system. Now they crossed the three-phase system. That means beyond the three-phase system, they taken the maximum possible increase of only 7% up to whatever they are increasing the number of phases. But even for this 7%, if you wish to continue, it will be having more complications in the circuit. Understand? So that's the reason where we are getting stopped at three-phase system. But even some of the very minute applications, we are going for six-phase system and 12-phase system also. Very minute applications like our high power radio transmitters, right, where we require some more number of frequencies, we are going for this 6 and 12. But those are very less applications while you are compared with this single phase and three phase system. So our household should be single phase system what we are having. Where you moving on to the industry, that should be three phase system. Since in order to make more power, that means increasing 50% more compared to the single phase system. That's the reason why we are moving from single phase to three phase system. Right, understand why we are shifting from single phase to three phase system concept? It should be clear to everyone now. Always remember the generalized equation should be theta equals to 360 by n. If there is a n number of phases, the formula will be remains the same. If it is a single phase, you can substitute n equal to 1. Therefore, what is the angular difference? 360 degrees. Right? Is it clear? 360 up to 0 to 2 pi. If you consider the two phases, then how it will be? 180. That means the second wave should be going to start from 180, right? But if you consider the three phase system, so in three phase system, now what we are discussing, what is the value of phase difference? Now tell me. Theta equal to 360 by n for three phase system where n equal to 3, right? So 360 by how much the
3.
value? Total value angle 120 degrees, right? Now the value should be 120 degrees. So always remember a three phase electrical system, what we are considering as a three separate single phase systems, each phase should be displaced from each other by how many degrees? 120 degrees.
120.
Simple, ma. There are three phase system is nothing but three separate single phase systems where each phase is displaced from each other by 120 degrees. That is nothing but simply your three phase electrical system. Where in our three phase system we are having the two different configurations, nothing but in the connections mode we have the two different. The first one is star connection and the second one is delta connection. I will explain in detail about this star and delta. Just you have to remember up to this. After once the waveforms are drawn, I will explain in detail how the line and phase voltages in star connection and how the line and phase voltages in delta connection. Okay, but just remember that in three phase system, what are the different connections which are available? It is a star connection and delta connection. Nothing but all these three phases are connecting like either star connection mode or delta connection mode. Right. Now we will discuss what are the advantages we are having. Now you have some better understanding why we are moving from single phase to three phase system, right? So will you tell me the what are the advantages why we are considering three phase system? Simply the first parameter is the output of the machine, right? Good. The output of the machine is greater than your single phase. Here everything is we are comparing with respect to single phase system. And what is the second advantage? Here in a three phase system, always remember we are having the less conductor material. We need some less conductor. You may have some doubt, sir, we are having three phases, so therefore there are three lines are there. So three lines in the sense the conductors are three conductors, so therefore in single phase only one conductor. How the less conductor material we are using? You may have some doubt, but always remember as an engineer we need to focus on the outcome. So outcome is nothing but how much power these lines are carrying. Okay, so let us take where the cost for three phase system conductor material is having some 100 rupees for a generation of around some 100 megawatt. Let us take a simple example, some 100 watts. For the same system, if you take the single phase, it may cost around 150 rupees, same to reach out to that 100 watts. Now it should be better understanding how this point should be getting in the picture. The less conductor material, While visualizing, it should be some more conducting material, but as an outcome, how much power is getting transmitted and generated, that should be 50% more than the single phase system. So therefore, if you consider for that power again single phase system, we need more conducting material. All right. So therefore, a three-phase system circuit or a three-phase transmission circuit will require less conductor material. Again, with respect to your compare it to your single phase system, right? And these are very, very important now for your short answer questions. They can ask what are the advantages which are present over single phase system, or they may ask like why we are shifting from single phase to three phase, or they may ask like what is the need of three phase system, right? Or they may ask differentiate between single phase and a three phase. They may ask in any way, but answer remains the same once you get the knowledge on the what is single phase and what is three phase system. Okay, the same answer you can write, but in a different manner, right? If they are asking why we are moving from single phase to three phase system, you need to write in a paragraph. If they are asking advantages, you can write in a points. If they ask differentiations, you can write in a tabular column. Okay, by keeping the left hand side as a single phase, right hand side as a three phase system, same points. Okay, and therefore we can conclude the second point as economical. Three phase system is economical compared to single phase system. And one more advantage that the three phase machines are easily started compared to your single phase. Why? Is there any example? The example in the sense where single phase machines will require some starters, where the starter is required. For three phase machines, even the starter is there, you can just switching and it can self start. Okay, you can come with that in detail in your unit number 4. There is a three phase induction motor and alternator. Three phase, single phase, everything machines part will be there in unit number 4. Okay, so where unit number 4 you can come across with that torque values, efficiencies and everything. And here you can also mention the torque which is produced by three phase machines, produced by three phase motor when you compare with respect to the single phase motor which is having some higher value, nothing but more, is more compared to or with respect to single phase. Or you can simply write on comparison, compare it to single phase motor, right? And what are the still, is there any points? The power what I mentioned in this second point, to transmit a given amount of power, to transmit a given amount of power at a specified voltage, the three phase system has higher efficiency. When compared to your single phase system. And also the power factor is more, right? You can add up the next point also. The power factor is more, simply the power factor is greater in a three phase compared to single phase, right? And having the less vibrations when compared to the single phase machines, you can add up that point also, right? The regulation values, the voltage regulation of a three phase system is very much better compared to single phase system, right? You can also mention the voltage regulation, which is always better in three phase compared to single phase. Clear? These are the different advantages what we are having over the single phase system. Clear for all of you? Why we are needed the three phase system and why we are moving from single phase to three phase system, and what are the differentiations which are presented in between single phase and three phase system? Shall we move on for waveforms? Right, good. See the representation. So what the single phase system equation we are having, V of t is equals to some Vm sine omega t. This is for
Sine
single phase waveform, right? But what about the three phase system? Three phase system in the sense, what is the angular difference? The angular difference is 120,
120.
right? So 120 in the sense you need to represent them. First I will draw the waveform. Now you can focus more for 10 more minutes. Very important how to draw the three phase waveform. So omega t, that is our time as your voltage. First here I am representing with your regular single phase sinusoidal waveform. If I am unable to draw neatly, you can draw with your notes. All of you start drawing in your class notes. But here I will mention the points so that you can come to know how to represent that. So all of you represent with the values 0, 180 and 360 degrees. My pen has struck. One moment. No? Yeah, right now, okay. Yes, now marker is working. Right. See, this is your single phase waveform, right? So that means 0. And shall I make this as 90 and 180? This is your 180 in the sense 180 plus 90, 270. This one is 360.
Three.
And what is this last one? 360 plus 180, around 540, right? 540 degrees. And in between that, it will be around 450. You can take the multiples of 60, 60. Here, this is your 60. And so 60 plus or 180 plus 60, how much? Around 240. 240 and 360 plus 60, how much?
420.
This is like this is the 420 and this is 450. That is exactly at 90 in between that. Now the second phase will be start after 120, correct? 120 degrees angular difference. So 120 in the sense 90 plus 30. Is it 120, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. So from this, the wave should be going to start. I will change the color. One moment. From 120, oh, this is very light. Is it visible, ma? The curve? Very light. Right. This one is much clear. So from this 120, what is the positive half cycle? 180 degrees, right? This is the 0 to 180. So 120 plus 180, how much? Around
300.
300. 300 in the sense at this point after 270 plus 30.
Yes.
So 300 After 300, it should be again 180. 300 plus 180.
480.
480. That means at this position. Okay, done. Here I'm extending this to downward, the negative half cycle. Right. Now, I think there is a negative axis. One moment more. Right. Now the third phase should be going to start from which color? This color I will take. So third phase is going to start from 240. So from 242, where it should be going to stop? 240 plus 180. How much? 240 plus 180, around 420, right?
Yes.
So where we need to end up at 120, you need to make the equal magnitudes while you are drawing. Equal magnitudes in the sense this amplitude value you make them as a equal amount since it is a balanced system. So from this 122, where it should be going to extend to next 180 plus 180. See here, shall I extend it to backside for this 240 minus 180? Minus 180 in the sense it should be 60. Oh. It's not looks good. Right? Parallelly, you people also complete this waveform. Right.
Done, sir.
So, right, and from 60, here I'm extending like this to the next, that is a positive half cycle. Right now, will you able to draw this by your own?
Yes.
How I am drawn, is it clear to all of you? The three-phase system, if you extend this, that is in back side, how it will be? This is 60 plus another 120. Right? And that means how much angular difference it is? 120 up to this. So here I want to give the indications as capital R, that is your first phase, Y and B. Just I'm doing the representation to identify. Okay. The first phase is capital R and the second phase is
Sir, your voice is
capital R
not clear, sir.
and third phase is capital B.
Some
Yeah, it should be Amut just unmuted her mic, so that's why that noise came. Okay, now it should be clear. Is it audible now for all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, good. Right. So all of you try to draw this waveform. Very much important. No? They may ask even for short answers and for part B, long answer questions. For long answer, you need to elaborate a little bit more. I will discuss that. For short answers, they may ask represent the three-phase system. So representation, it should be like this. What we studied in the first topic of your unit 2, representation of your single-phase sinusoidal waveform. Okay, like that, they may ask representation of three-phase system. Therefore, you need to draw this. No need to confuse for this. First to draw as it is your single-phase system. That is, let us take this as some VR, right? So VR in the sense, you can take that as some V1 or VR, that is Vm sine omega t. Omega t, or simply you can take as a theta or omega t, where theta is nothing but your omega t, right? And like that, what that is VR. So similarly, Vy in the sense, Vy, what should we need to write for Vy with respect to how much angular difference it is consisting for Vy,
One.
angular difference between R and Y.
1 minute, sir.
It should be 120
16.
degrees. See
Okay.
here, see,
One.
your first waveform started at 0 degrees and your second waveform is started at 120, right?
Yes.
So that means that should be having a differentiation of angular difference of 120 degrees. Clear, able to understand? And what about for third waveform when you compare with the first one? For third, it should be around
Degrees.
240 degrees, where it is started your third waveform at 240, right? That means your second waveform, how should we can represent in the equation? It should be Vy is equals to, see, let us take this as our VR, second voltage, Vy equal to Vm sine of omega t minus 120. That is after 120 degrees your Y phase started with respect to, this is your reference now, your R phase is reference, and with respect to that R, what about B phase is started after 240
T minus
degrees.
240.
Var R, we can also write the third one as Vm sine of omega t. See here, it is also started earlier, the B phase. This is the B phase, this color, right? Where I am extended to negative axis. See, when you compare with this first one, the first instant of B phase is started in negative manner, right? Negative in the sense lead or lag. A
Lags.
Lags.
negative, see, a negative in the case of the sinusoidal representation. See here,
Negative lead.
with respect to R, which waveform is started earlier, R or B?
R.
This is B waveform. This is R.
B, sir.
B.
Is started
Okay.
earlier.
B.
B waveform is started earlier,
B.
right? Starting earlier in the sense that will leads, right?
Lead. Okay.
So that leads in the sense plus 120. When you compare with R and Y, when you compare with R and Y, when R and Y is started after R, right? After R. If you consider again B with respect to R, in this mode, that should be again after R, but the angular difference between these two is now 240. 120, 120, total 240. If you consider in this area, it should be plus 120. Here B is earlier. That's why we can write in both ways. As Vm of sine of omega t minus 240, that means lagging by 240 or lead by 120. Understand now how I written these equations? Now in the place of the vector representation, if you go for your regular vector representations, how we can represent these vectors? So before we are going for those, okay, we can go for the vectors also. Here I am giving as Rn, Yn, Bn as a neutral points are the phase values. So I will draw this vector representation as Vrn with respect to that. Vy is lagging by 120, right? Vy lags by 120. So therefore it should be negative Vyn, and Vbn lags by 240 if you consider in this direction, or it should be lead by 120 if you consider this direction. This is the phase sequence. Phase sequence. So from this representation of three-phase system and this vector representation, phase sequence we can express as R, Y, B. So here what is the phase sequence? R, Y, B. If we interchange these two, that is Y and B are interchanged. Let us take this as some positive phase sequence. Now, if someone wanted to, sir, I wanted to interchange Y and B, then it will become as RBY. That is called some negative phase sequence. Sir, what is the difference between if I change that phases? Surely there is a difference. If you are in this phase, let us take an induction motor that will run in forward direction. Okay. Now, SEMA for our machines, in which direction they are rotating is very much important, right? So, if you consider the machine wanted to run in forward direction, that should be in R by B. Now, some of the students wanted to, sir, I wanted to change the direction of the motor from forward to reverse direction. So that what they can do, they will change the phases. They will change the phase sequence from YB to BY. Now, the motor direction is in reverse. Understand now? What is the importance of this phase sequence, that positive phase sequence and negative phase sequence, and where we are utilizing that in our real time?
Yes, sir.
Right, good. Now we will get the resultant vectors. Let us keep the side heading as a star connection. Keep the side heading as star connection.
Sir, once show 12th slide.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
See here 120 degrees how it came, since theta equal to 360 by n. Here n equal to 3. No need to by heart any sentence. No. Be clear with your fundamentals. Right. Now, what I mentioned earlier, there are two different connections available in three-phase balanced system. The first one is called as star connection.
Star connection.
Right. So keep the side heading as star connection. The star connection. So note down the first point. The star in the sense nothing but by joining the initial ends or the terminal ends, right, of three windings together and making the remaining ends to the load. Nothing but, let us take here an example. You are having some three coils. Okay. Now all the three initial ends are terminal ends. You can take any one. Let us here I'm taking all the initial ends. So every coil should having two ends, right? Everyone know that. So all these ends are connected or joined together to the common end. That will be called as a neutral point. Neutral point. Okay. And these are individual, right? That will be connected to your source, nothing but your remaining ends, nothing but loading load. We can connect that as to your load terminals. We can call this as our load terminals. This is our star connection in general. Or else you can also connect this like coil 1, coil 2, coil 3. These are your RYB phases. So here, see, all one ends of that each coil are joined together at this point. This point is called the neutral point. Right. So how we can define this star connection? Simply, this is the connection which is obtained by joining the initial ends or terminal ends of all the three windings together at a common point. That point is called a neutral point, and the remaining ends are connected to corresponding load. Okay, that is your star connection. Now coming to the delta, how the delta will be looks like. Delta connection. Delta connection is simply nothing but by joining the terminal end to initial end of second one. Here I will explain. There are three coils you are having. The first one terminal end which is connected to second one initial end. Similarly, the second one terminal end connected to third one initial end. And this one is getting connected to your first one initial end. This is your general wiring diagram in real time. For our theoretical expressions, we can same connection we are redrawing like this in a triangle mode, nothing but delta mode. Okay, the initial end is connected to terminal end, and this initial end connected to this terminal end, and this initial end connected to this terminal end. These here there is no neutral point. Are you identified that the difference between star and delta? There is no fourth wire is available in the delta connection, but in star we are having the additional wire that is called a neutral point. So here this is your R, Y and B. This terminal is called capital M in star connection, that is a neutral point is indicated. And these are getting connected to your load, particular load, same as your star. Here itself you may connect your load. Clear? Understand the star connection how we are drawn and delta connection how we are drawing. So what is the major differentiation between star and connection? There is a presence of neutral wire in case of a star, and there is an absence of neutral wire in case of delta connection. Clear? And in star, the identical ends or similar ends are joined or connected together. But whereas in delta, unidentical ends are connected together, right? Unidentical in the sense, one terminal, one initial, one terminal, one initial, one terminal, one initial. Here, all the initials are all the terminals. Okay, you can take any area. Understand the star and delta connection now? What is the differentiation between these two? Now we will move on to the in detail analysis of these two. I will explain the star connection so that you can just write down as a similar fashion for delta. See already I will draw it once again for our derivation, or else here I can express why should we draw it. See in these two, if you want to measure the voltage, shall I mention as VRN in between R phase, R and neutral, that line and neutral, and here in between neutral and Y, shall I mention as VYN? And in between N and B, shall I measure that as VBN? And now in between R and Y, that means here I will erase. Right. See in between R and Y, I'm extending VRY, and in between Y and B, VYB, and in between B and R, shall I call that as VBR or VRB? Understand up to this how I am representing the voltages? That means there are existing two category of the voltages. One is with respect to N, another one is with respect to line to line. So this is your first line, this is your second line, this is your third line. Okay. In our real time, these are in the sense we can go for the red wire, Y in the sense yellow wire, B in the sense blue color wire, for easy identification of the wiring circuit. Okay, right. Now here these VRN, VYN, VBN are called phase voltages. Nothing but with respect to the coil, right? That means with respect to neutral point. Those are called phase voltages. And VRY, VYB, and VBR, these are called line voltages. Don't confuse now, very important. Represented by V phase, represented by VL. So up to this, anyone having any doubt? Is it understand? Are you able to following? Very important. Quick. Having any doubts till now?
No, sir.
Right, clear all of you?
Sir, can you define the
System? Yes, tell me, ma'am.
sir? Can you define the both connections again?
Once again, the star connection and the delta connection.
Yes, sir. The definition.
Yeah, simply there is a definition in the sense just you need to how they are getting connected. You need to write that sentence itself by your own. That should be fine. See here, the star connection is obtained in this diagram. You can see the star connection is obtained by joining the initial ends. Let us take this is the first end, this is second end. That is one is the initial end, second one is the terminal end. So by joining for this is the first end, this is second end, this is the first end, this is second end. So by joining all the similar ends together to a common point. See here also all the similar ends are joined together to a common point. That common point here what I am calling as a neutral point represented by capital N. Okay, so the definition itself it should be nothing but the star connection is obtained by joining all the similar ends together and the remaining ends will be connected to your load. The remaining ends means this one R, Y, B. Here these are the remaining ends. These remaining ends are connected to the load, right? That is our star connection. Whereas delta in the sense unidentical ends are connected together. Unidentical ends means the initial end is connected to terminal end. The terminal end connected to initial end. Terminal end connected to initial end. Terminal end connected to initial end, right? So here unidentical ends are connected together in the case of the delta. That means simply we can define that as delta connection is obtained by joining the terminal ends to the initial end of the other winding. Right? By joining the terminal end to the initial end of the other winding and continue till all the three windings are formed as a loop. So this connection of three windings is a closed loop, whereas what we are referring that as a delta connection or delta connected. Here there is no presence of neutral, right? Here the neutral point is present in star, whereas the neutral point is absent in the case of delta. Clear now? In delta
Yes,
connection.
sir.
Here I am just
Yes.
representing by taking an example for star connection. Here I am represented the voltages VRN, VYN, VBN, and with respect to line as VRY, VYB, and VBR. So these RY, YB, BR are called line to line voltages, and these RN, YN, BN, where N is common, right? That will be called as phase voltages. So if anybody asking you what is phase voltage, the voltage which is presented in between the line and the neutral point. This is the neutral point, this is the line. Okay, so that is called our phase voltage. Anyone asking you what is the line voltage? Line voltage in the sense the voltage which is presented in between line to line, this line and this line and this line. So for the first two lines, it will be RY, second and third line YB, and for third and first one BR. Clear up to this? Shall I move on to forward?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right. What is the next hour now
Yes, sir.
for you?
IBM.
IBM. I think IBM classes are cancelled, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just to keep focus on it, we can complete this topic. Tomorrow we will do numericals. Right. Now, so from what we are represented the voltage values in star connection, I am going to draw the vector representation for that. Okay. So
Yes.
vector representation very important. VRN and maintaining with 120 degrees as VYN and furthermore 120 degrees VBN. Right. Now draw the negative axes for this. So how can we draw that negative values? That vector representation. How should we mention here? the resultant vectors, nothing but from these phase voltages. These are phase voltages Rn, Yn, Bn. We need to obtain the line voltages. So how should we obtain that line voltages? Shall I extend this to the negative as minus VBN? Here just you need to apply your vectors in your mathematics. Okay, and by extending this, may I get the resultant vector here? What is the resultant vector here? V Yn minus Vbn. How should I represent? Vectors. Directly I want to represent. How should I represent that? What is the vector representation? How should we represent the resultant vector from this equation?
Vyn minus Vyn plus Vbn.
What is the resultant vector equal to?
V.
Vyb, your vectors, your mathematics. Vyb, right? And if you go for the second parameter, that is VBR or VRY, and here you can extend your VBN already is there, and you can extend your VRN to the negative side. Shall I mention that as VRN minus VRN? And from these two, will you form the resultant vector? Now, what is the resultant vector here? VBN minus VRN. What is the answer? VBN minus VRN. Vector algebra. VBR. VBR. Are you able to understanding this? Here, this is not your electrical. One second, no? Here net disconnected. One moment. He just joined. Lakshman? Lakshman 210, 18 to 10.
Oh, sir.
Lakshman, you can log out now. You can re-log in at 2:45 or 3 o'clock. Okay, I will intimate in your final year group, PSS group. Okay. First
Okay, sir.
class is going on. For 10 minutes, I will conclude.
Okay, sir.
Sir. Okay, fine.
Sir, yes, sir, completed.
Is there anyone having any questions until now?
Sir, 14th slide.
14th slide. Okay.
Yes, sir, done.
Done. Right. Okay, thank you all. And all of you, again, I'm telling to you that everyone have to maintain Unit 2 notes perfectly and submit your notes by Saturday evening 4 p.m. to my mail ID. Your unit number 2 class notes, whatever we discussed till now. today. Okay, you take 2 days of time and make it in a proper format and submit it Saturday 4 p.m. Okay,
Yeah.
right. That itself is your assignment. Remember, that itself is your second assignment. Okay, there is no separate second assignment I want to give because there is a exams are there from 27. I don't want to more pressure on you. Just you need to complete your fair notes neatly, topic wise, whatever we discussed, and you need to submit. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you all. You can leave the session now.
Sir, 15th slide.
15th. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay, but you can log out so that final years can log in with that same ID. Thank you all.